Story time on when womb watchers came for me a month after my civil wedding. Oh, I've not listed you. You watch it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine.
So guys, I was actually filming without knowing that my microphone battery was low. I honestly don't have the energy to shout. So what we're just going to do is I wanted to do like a cook with me story time kind of video. So I'll tell you hot gists. But it is what it is. So what will just happen is I'll just show you what I've done so far and then continue with the process of the cooking, so that when I'm charging the mic now, when the mic is fully charged, I will continue with the gist so that the sound will not be bad. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is show you what I've done. So I've sliced the potatoes. I want to fry potatoes and I don't know, maybe egg sauce, or depending on how fast I am, maybe I'll use the bolognese sauce that my husband made yesterday. But if this frying process is swift, then I'll just cut vegetables and make egg sauce. So I'll just continue with the process. Like I said, when my mic has charged a bit, then we'll continue with the gists.
Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other.
The difference is very clear. So today I'm going to be telling you guys a story. I've charged this mic, so I'm hoping it does not shame me. So how does it look good? Story time on when womb watchers came for me a month after my civil wedding. Oh, I've not listed you. You watch it on my YouTube channel. So you guys, I used to hear about womb watchers a lot, right? And in fact, if we're being honest, we are all womb watchers in one way or the other. It's just that some of us are wise enough to keep it in our stomachs. In fact, I feel like it's not fair to say we are all womb watchers, because some people genuinely mind their business, honestly. Especially if the person is not close to you like that, or it's not something that should be your business. Anyways, let me continue my story. You understand why this one was very ridiculous. So, for those of you that are aware, I did my civil wedding like 6 months, well, not 6 months, maybe like 4 or 5 months before my traditional and my church wedding. So, yes, I was married in June, but then we did other events like the traditional and the church wedding in October. So, I had some time. I traveled back to school and all of that. So, the last thing I expected was anybody to watch my womb, honestly, because why would you do that? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. But, brethren, human beings keep exceeding our expectations. So, there's a way I honestly don't take offense at womb watchers so much. It's only when you do it, when you do it in the wrong way, right? If you're joking or it's somebody close to you, honestly, that's your business. But if it's somebody that is not close to you, or somebody that just got married immediately, or rest now, rest. Even if the person has been married for years, it's actually not your business. But let me continue my story. Like I said, let me not go ahead of myself. So I'd gone back to school. I was doing my clinical rotations and all of that. And then that week was a very busy week. In fact, the whole of that semester was a busy one for me, because I was planning my white wedding. Imagine being in medical school, veterinary medicine for that matter, and planning your wedding. It's actually not for the faint-hearted. I went through a lot. So it was a busy period for me. Any slight opportunity I got, if there were no cases on ground or I needed to be somewhere, I would inform my lecturer and head out. So because it's between my lecturer and I, in fact, there was a time I was even sick. I had to take this from the lecturer and tell him that I needed to be at the hospital. I did not know that these people were looking at me. They're thinking, hey, this one don't get belly. What? like I was saying in somebody's comment section, right? Sadia made a video about womb watchers, and in the comment section, I said the way some people womb watch does not make any sense. How can you be watching the womb of somebody that was married, even if the person did do the do, right? How can you be watching the womb 1 month after, and you call yourself a medical student? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, let me continue with my story. So that was how I was taking excuses. Sometimes I'll have to go to the bank, sometimes I'll have to just different things here and there. And it wasn't unusual. Everybody was using their free time as well. But I didn't know that some people were watching me, or they were looking at my own. As it there, am I Ejima? That was why I started hearing. It first started with some of my reading partners. So look at me and wink and be like, I'll just laugh because I love to laugh, and some things I just feel like they don't require responses. I'll just laugh and take it as a joke, especially because they were also married. So I'll take it as a joke. Maybe this one is joking because she of course knows that I can't possibly be pregnant now. Even if even if I wanted to get pregnant, wouldn't I consider the fact that I was doing my white wedding in a few months? Will I want to be carrying big stomach? Well, some people don't mind, but me, I minded. Though. I already have stomach. I should not add another stomach to the stomach that I have in my white wedding dress. No, dear. Thank you. So they will not be winking at me and making all kinds of bombastic side eye, and I will just see it as I beg, until the day that someone told me physically, like aura to aura. She's quite reserved. She's also married, but she's quite reserved, and we're quite close because I realized she's calm and quiet and sensible and intelligent. So, and now she now came and met me and said, Sarah, but Kigia Mamba. I say, Kigia Miki, that what happened? But Kigia Mamba means you did not tell me. But even if I were pregnant, will I be telling you people? People don't know that I'm a Yoruba girl. Anyways, she said, but Kigia Mamba. I said, tell you what? She said that I'm expecting a son. I should know what? No, I'll check it now. She said that I'm expecting a son. The shock, because she wasn't joking. She's not one to joke carelessly or just talk anyhow. I said, expecting a son. She said, yes, so and so person told her. They were talking about it and they were saying, I'm pregnant, I'm expecting a child. God. When I tell you, I was shook. I was surprised. When she told me, the person that told her, I told her, first of all, I'm not pregnant. Second of all, people should stop that. That's not a nice thing to do. But after I thought about it again, you know that's how you first, you know how people say, when somebody does something to you, sometimes you don't immediately deep how angry you are. It's when you think about it again, you'll not be like, God forgive me. Anyways, I thought about it again and I was like, what is the meaning of this nonsense? The fact that people said they were talking about it, they were doing this, I got so mad. So I started paying attention to them more closely, and I realized the people she told me were actually saying it. They were talking about it. It's like a group of like 2 or 3 married girls and 2 single girls. And I was like, what? These girls are actually. And then I now realized they were saying things like, because me in that period, I was also giving them reasons to believe their suspicions because of the way I was behaving. I told you guys I was going out a lot, so they assumed I was going out to pee. And then I was eating in class. There are times I used to eat in class because maybe when I'm so bored of the lecture going on, I would just bring out something to snack on and all. So they took all those signs to be, even though they do it themselves, but their own is not pregnancy, it's my own that's pregnancy. Anyways, I got very angry. To be honest, I got very, very mad. I wasn't happy. It got to a point where I was very pissed. I was livid because they have absolutely no right to do that. If it remains a joke between us, I understand. But why make it something to talk about, like a topic for discussion with your friends? I got very angry, and then I wanted to confront them because I don't know if I've told you guys on this channel before, but as I grow, one thing I'm realizing with myself is that my urge to confront is increasing. Before I used to hate confrontations. I would rather just keep quiet and let things be and just keep the anger within me and all. But now, these days, let me be sure this mic is even working. It's working. These days, there's a way you do something to me that I will just call you. I may not tell you immediately, but I'll think about it sometime. When I get home, I'll call you back and tell you, this thing you did, I'm not comfortable with it. It made me feel this way and I don't like it. I feel like it's even good. I'm giving you the opportunity to let me know if you actually were insulting me or you didn't mean to. So I wanted to confront them. But the kind of confrontation I would have confronted them that day would have not been funny. It would have been very, from a place of anger, I would have been very, very, I don't know if my words would have been graceful. So what happened was I now waited for one of them when she was going home, because she was going home to pick her baby. She may even end up watching this video. She was going home, she left the clinic before closing time. Okay, when it was closing time, but the lecturer still kept us, the clinician on duty still kept us back for some extra lecture. And she had to go to pick her baby from crèche. So I waited at the entrance for her. Not that I even waited, I had a call, like I had to pick a call. The person delivering the dresses, the fabrics for my bridesmaids' dresses called me. He was asking me how he would send it and all. So I stepped out to make the call. So when she came out, I said, perfect opportunity. I have to tell this girl my mind, blah, blah, blah. So, as God will have it, this girl came out. And it was raining. So she came out holding her umbrella, her raincoat, everything. She was about to go. But this man on the phone refused to let me go. He kept explaining. One unnecessary explanation. And it would have been rude for me to cut him short. The man I was speaking with on the phone, I was delivering the fabric, he kept talking endlessly. I said, oh guys, okay, I understand. I need to go now. He did not stop. He kept going on and on and on until that girl left. I just knew that it was God that didn't want me to talk to her, because it happened like that on two other occasions where I would want to bring it up or something will come up. So, and then I've learned that whenever things are happening like that, I should perhaps just calm down first. And especially when I feel strongly about something, maybe I should calm down and observe it well first. So I just kept quiet and then I let it slide. And eventually I didn't feel so mad about it anymore. I was like, thank God I didn't even bring it up with them. That's their business, I beg. If the opportunity to talk about it presents itself, maybe I'll just tell them on a more neutral level that, okay, don't do stuff like that. It's not nice, it's not wise, and all of that. The person you're talking about will not be happy. But yeah, that's how I did not end up confronting them. I did not say anything. Who would have thought me that I used to fight body shamers and womb watchers tooth and nail? I don't smile with things like that, but who would have thought that I would let it go? But then it was how the Holy Spirit just refrained me from talking about it, and I just let it go. And then later I realized this person's mean no harm. They're probably just not aware. It's probably ignorance. They're not aware that these things that they're saying can have serious effects. Like, what if the person is actually trying to get pregnant? And then come to think of it, another thing that I said is, you're not very wise, because if you are very wise, is it that fast I'll start showing? Is that how fast symptoms begin to show? Like if somebody is pregnant, in 1 month, the person go when they urinate, the person will start peeing, the person will start going up and down, eating. I don't know. I've not been pregnant before, right? But I don't think that's how it works. From my little knowledge on thyrogenology, that doesn't seem to be how things work in human beings. But then again, that's how people are. People will always say stuff. People will always do stuff. You just have to learn how to manage people and their behaviors. I'm not saying you should let go when people do say or do those kind of things, and I'm not saying you should talk to them depending on your situation. Me, like I said, I'm a that's both kind of person. Let people know when they do something wrong, but it's not in all cases. It's not in all cases. The Bible says, as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. There are times when God will actually tell you to let some things go, and you just let it go, and to be for the greater good. And there are times when you should actually speak. Even God will expect you to speak up. Because if you keep keeping quiet all the time, like I always say, resentment will build up. I'm a big fan of communication, like open up and let people know when they do stuff to you. It helps you know if they did it intentionally or they didn't mean to. But when you keep keeping things in yourself, one day you're just going to explode, and the resentment, you think you were being gentle before, but eventually you end up doing what you shouldn't do. So yeah, take from this video what you will. But then I have to say this, people have to be careful the things that they say. Right, in an era where there's a lot of awareness about people body shaming, making sensitive comments about other people, there's a lot of information about that out there, but it seems like it's not working. It's not working. People can be very harsh with their words. People can be very thoughtless in the things that they say. So everybody is guarded. Everybody is careful. Everybody is careful. You get. So let us all just try to be careful the things that we say. In the video that I was talking about, the video that I watched before I made this video, a lady commented and said she has also been experiencing people's bad mouths that hers is in the area of school. That someone was telling her, you, how many years? Because her school calendar is slow. So I'm finally done cooking. Like that, cooking and talking was not gonna work. And then my battery went down. So let me just round up this topic. As I was saying, so the lady was talking about how that her school had taken some time, and then people were telling her all sorts of things like, your school no they end. How many years without your course? This and that, all kinds of things that people are saying. And many times when people say such things, they're trying to insinuate that you are failing, and why have you not finished since your mates are done? This thing we do where we give people's life timelines. It's very wrong. If you want to do it for yourself, do it, although it's still bad. But don't project on other people. It's the same way when people are asking, ah, she's not pregnant yet, or checking people's stomach to see if there's a bump. It's usually from a place of, but 9 months don't pass now, or 1 year don't pass. It's really not your business. It's really not your business. I saw the lady's comment talking about school. I could relate so much because I'm in the same situation. Like I keep hearing things like, you've not finished. How many years is that your course? And this and that. We were all in the same Nigeria when COVID happened. We're all on this planet when COVID happened, and we're all in the same Nigeria when lecturers went on strike. So meeting a Nigerian student who has probably gone through depression because of this schooling system, a Nigerian student in a federal university who has gone through a lot because of this schooling system, and telling them, you've not finished yet, you've not graduated, it's very insensitive. Sometimes people do it from a place of ignorance, I understand, but let us try and be enlightening ourselves. I had to respond to the lady and tell her that I've been in the same situation. Someone has literally told me, ever since I've known you, you've been in school. Like I literally knew you years ago, and now I have 2 children, and you're still in school. And I was like, what? Is it my fault that I'm in a school that runs one session for a whole year or gives us 3 months break? Am I supposed to go to the Senate and insist that they do things the right way? Like, I just feel like we should be more sensitive with our words. Yes, people are unnecessarily touchy these days, and it's understandable, honestly. Is just carrying their mental health like this, trying to be fine. I'm not advocating for people being soft skinned and not being able to take a joke and all, but let us just be careful. You don't want to be the reason someone is hurting, or you don't want to be the reason someone is depressed. You really don't want to be. So I think that's all. Let me eat my food. Usually, by the time I'm done cooking, I don't have the energy to eat anymore. It's like a very counterproductive activity for me. But yeah, that's it. That's that. So yeah, what do you have to say about this whole womb watchers thing? What do you have to say? For me, I'm not bragging, but I've gotten to the point where I just mind my business. I just mind my business. If the person has not told me, oh, please pray for me, I'm really trust believing God, or the person is not a bosom friend. See, even with the way I am safe, right? Even if it's a bosom friend, I'm unlikely to ask. I'll just be checking on the person, hope you're fine, this and that. I'm unlikely to ask and say, how far now, pregnancy? I don't think, even my sister, even if the person is my sister, I don't think I can say that because some things are just too heavy for my mouth. I feel like they're too heavy. I'd rather just pray for the person in secret and keep it moving from there, unless the person wants to open up by themselves. But then people are different. People are very different. If I see a celebrity that I suspect is pregnant, because it's a celebrity, I can discuss with my friend and say, this person looks pregnant too, because I know that there is no chance in the world that that person will ever hear that I said that, and I don't mean it from a bad place. But to go and comment under the person's comment section and say, you look pregnant, your nose is inflamed, your mouth is this, I can't do that. I feel like it's so unnecessary. So we've heard this thing so many times. What if the person is taking fertility drug? What if the person is going through stuff? What if the person? It is just not needed. You get so learn to watch the things that you say. If you don't watch it on your own, I always say that if people say trash things, like they say rubbish things, it depends on the mood that you meet me, and it depends on how you say it and what part of my bed I woke up that day. If I want to respond to you, both of us, our mental health will be in the mode. I'll ensure that I bring you down. Since you brought yourself low to a particular level, I will bring you down. Like, let's go bottom together. Because sometimes you have to teach people hard lessons so that they can learn. What I'm even doing, I'm even doing you good. So that the next person you meet, you will not do that rubbish to the person. So people should even be thanking me for teaching you lessons. Anyways, I cannot keep ranting on and on and on and on. But that was my womb watching experience. Of course, people will always still do these things. That's one thing I always say at the end of talks like this. Even body shaming, people will always still do it. But we keep creating awareness. We keep letting people know that try and have sense. So don't do this. So don't do that. So because we are all learning. Nobody, like I was telling someone recently, that nobody has been on this earth before. It's all our first time. So nobody has it figured out. Nobody knows it all. We are all learning. There are definitely things I need to work on today. Maybe things I may even be doing that I'm not aware that there is a more excellent way. But the moment I realize there's a more excellent way, it's wisdom and discretion to pick it and keep it moving. So yes, that's the end of my story. Let me just show you my food. The sweet potato in this place is red. Is this red? A bit orange, orange color. So I fried some eggs with some vegetables, and let me just show you. I'm not a chef, so my plating is not something you should learn from, but yeah. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I always say these things a lot, but I really mean them. Please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment. Comments are very important, very important. I have people who watch my videos and then come to my DMs and say, I really enjoyed that video, I really love this, or I really love that. And I'm like, please, why can't you say it under the video? Like, leave a comment. I'll still see it and I'll still respond to you. You get so please, you guys should comment, leave a like, leave a share. Remain blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay optimistic, stay positive about life, believe in God, and trust in His plan and purpose for your life. Hold on to Him like your life depends on it because it actually does. And I'll see you in my next video. Ciao. Let me taste it on your behalf. Mm, it's too good. 10 over 10, I recommend.